another Red Joker video. Love this dude. Freaking phenomenal guy. Let's check this out.
Today, renowned voice actress Amamiya Sora is seen by many as a cool beauty with looks on the level of models. But what you may not know are the two hidden sides of her. A troubled past filled with self-esteem issues, and an unhinged, chaotic personal life akin to her own character, Aqua from Konosuba, earning her the title in real life useless goddess by the Japanese.
IRL useless goddess. Oh my goodness, dude. So I'm gonna move this on up here somewhere. I gotta say, I freaking love I love her voice so much. Aqua's Japanese voice is one of the greatest things ever. The yells, the screams, everything about it is the best.
Which we will get into a lot
One of my
later.
favorite voices!
Ten-chan, yes, that's her nickname, was, for a lack of better words, a very narcissistic child. She'd literally call herself the cutest girl in the world, even more than the actresses on TV. And
That's
with
how you
this
build that
confidence,
self-confidence.
would always run for the roles that stood out the most in plays and dramas, being universally praised when she did perform. Naturally, child beauty Tenchan started to think, I really am someone who should be in the spotlight. I want a job like that in the future. However, life wasn't so nice to her soon after. In middle school, for reasons Tenchan has never publicly disclosed, she started to be abandoned and rejected by all her friends around her. Was it bullying? Conflicts? Arguments? Who knows? But the point is, we know it was bad. It left Tenchan traumatized for the next decade, heart in shambles. From there on out, Tenchan's personality did a 180 shift, preferring to stay alone in most of her free time and facing everything in life negatively. Somehow, talking to people properly became very difficult. So began an inferiority complex that would span for years upon years. The endless
Yeah, bro, I freaking know I know that feel.
days of
I'll
scolding,
let you know when I'm out of it.
screaming at herself to change, hating herself, feeling completely useless. That's why, at the time, no matter how miserable she
Feel like I'm
was,
blocking too
she
much.
decided on a goal. When I reach 30 years old, I will reach the peak of my happiness, she said as she began to
30?
work hard on herself. The first thing Tenchan wanted to improve was
I got a year left before I can damn. I gotta
her
work on it.
confidence. She wanted
Please
to be
subscribe.
able to keep her nerves in check while
On
standing
YouTube.
in front of
I need
others
help.
again. Which is why she joined the acting club in middle school and the light music club as the vocalist in high school. While it didn't exactly improve her communication skills, Tenchan mentioned that it was an important experience that helped her understand the joys of being a performer, seeing the crowd roar and go wild. It left an impact on her heart that would soon influence her major life choices. At about the same time, Tenchan had an otaku friend introduce renowned voice actress Sawashiro Miyuki with a compilation of her performances. Perhaps it was the cool voice, perhaps it was the sense of authority, but something struck Tenchan deeply. She's so cool. I want to be like her. Very soon after, as a Sawashiro Miyuki fangirl that religiously listened to her voice every day on repeat with an MP3 player, Tenchan decided that she wanted to follow in her footsteps and become a voice actress. Mind you, this was purely because of Sawashiro. She didn't even know the anime or
Nice.
role Sawashiro was playing. She just simply thought Sawashiro herself was cool as hell. Tenchan herself said, and I quote, "Rather than wanting to become a voice actor because I liked anime, I wanted to become a voice actor because I liked voice actors." And so, with a goal in mind, towards the end of high school, Tenchan
Love it,
applied
love it,
for the
love it.
second Music Rain Super Seiyu auditions. The hell is this name? And a
I gotta be honest with you. I am at this stage right now in my personal life where I'm trying to get into voice acting. But I've had so many bad experiences that at this point I genuinely was just like, you know what, I'd rather just do this VTuber thing and sort of introduce myself using this kind of stuff. Which is another reason why myself and Degenerate Weeb are also gonna be in the near future doing the Anime Addict Reviews YouTube channel, so that we can express ourselves a little bit better and more voice acting and more stuff like that. But damn, bro, it is tough, and I gotta give props to anybody who was able to successfully navigate this environment.
amazingly passed the auditions first try, debuting the next year at the end of 2012. That acting club must have been on some steroids or something, because in a similar fashion, Tenchan would skyrocket to fame almost immediately. In her first year, she already got the big role of Kitazawa Shiho in Idolmaster Million Live, a giant multimedia franchise. But the next year is where she'd legitimately make her entire career. In 2014, Tenchan got her first main character role, Kaori in Ishukan Friends, and this would continue to hold a very special place in her heart as she covered the then viral ending song, Kanade by Tsukima Switch, and would then be invited to perform that very song on Fuji TV's music fair with the original artist alongside Chris Hart. And later, she even did a piano cover on her very own channel. Yes, she can apparently play the piano. But anyway, in that very same 2014, just 2014, she also got the roles of Toka from Tokyo Ghoul, Asylum from Aldnoah.
To be honest, I didn't know she was Toka. Damn, what a difference between Toka and Aqua.
Zero, Akame from Akame Got Killed, and Elizabeth from Seven Deadly Sins.
Love Elizabeth from Seven Deadly Sins. Amazing performance.
Literally
nothing out of the ordinary, but very cute voice. Very
four
cute
main
voice.
characters from historically popular anime.
Oh,
She
hell
even
yeah, I
kicked
love
off her
Seven Deadly
music
Sins.
career, singing the opening of Akame Got Killed and formed the now huge seiyuu artist group Trisail with comrades Asakura Momo and Natsukawa Shina. Remember, all of this was accomplished in just 1 year, the second year of her debut. Bro, most seiyuu are struggling to get one main character role from a niche anime in their second year. Holy shit. To the surprise of absolutely nobody.
I have genuinely debated. Moving out to Texas. Just to be closer to Funimation so I could go do like extras. Just to get resume. You get me?
Tenchan would proceed to
I
win
need to
the
get back
Best
into
Newcomer
auditioning.
Award in the 2015 Seiyuu Awards, and continue to
I
go
really,
on
really
an
gotta get back into
absolute
auditioning.
tear with roles. Ayla from Plastic Memories, Mia from Monster Musume, Mayuri from Date Alive, Natsuki from Anthem of the Heart, the Useless Goddess Aqua, Rui from Recreators, Kanade from Hibike Euphonium, Meruko-chan, Nanami from Madoka Magica Record, Ayame from Nikkei Love, Nessa from Pokemon, Chizuru from Rent a Bitch Friend, Low Nebulous
come on.
for Alice's
It's a
from
good
Kimita
anime.
Boku no Saigo
Rent a
no
Girlfriend's
Senjou,
great,
Aruyo
shut
wa
up.
Sekai ga Hajimaru Seisen. Jesus Christ. Honoka from Mahouka,
No, say
Lily
the
from
whole
Spy
thing.
Classroom, Nazuna from Call of the Kasumi Night, from Persona 5 Illustrious
Royal.
and Triumphant from Azure Lane,
Damn.
and Crow from Nikkei, and that's only
Really?
the big
She does
ones.
both?
There's also
Nikkei?
all of these I'm missing and more. Needless to say,
That's goals right there, bro. I wish I had half as many freaking voice acting roles.
the voice actress Tenchan was popping off. And
I
so was
gotta
the
get on
artist
my shiz,
Tenchan.
bro. I'm
After
29
the
years
initial
old. I gotta
boost
get on
of,
that topic if I
well,
wanna do this.
singing the opening for probably one of the most popular anime that decade, she proceeded to sing the ending of said anime, then created a bunch of new songs that would go boom and do a giant live tour around Japan. This was not just any ordinary average success as a voice actress artist though. In 2021, she became the first voice actress in history to be featured on The First Take, a prestigious music channel, twice, then a third and fourth time because her group Trisail was also popping off. Oh yeah, they just announced a Budokan live. By the way, in the same year, Tenchan also became the first voice actress in history to appear on TV Tokyo Music Festival. Yes, she appeared on TV as an artist. What am I trying to say? This girl just skyrocketed to fame almost immediately after her debut and made her name as one of the biggest voice actresses, and even voice actress artists, with little to no hiccups along the way. As far as careers go, this is probably one of the exemplary success stories in the industry. Yet what may come as
That is awesome. Yeah.
surprising is, the whole time Tenchan was shining to the world, she was certainly not shining to herself. See, Tenchan held this certain negative attitude
no.
of never assume things will go okay. Even after she successfully debuted, it
Fair. Kind of fair. Because I've said this many times on stream before. It's like, always hope for the best. But definitely, every single time, expect the worst.
wasn't a celebration.
Always hope
in
for
her
the best,
mind,
but definitely
a,
expect the worst.
I don't know if this will go well. Perhaps it's this uncertainty that pushed Tenchan to always strive to be better, to never settle, because man was she strict on herself. But also man was her mental health a mess. When she first debuted, she still didn't think she even deserved the title voice actor. And while recording, she took it really seriously, maybe too seriously. If she felt that she messed up by the slightest bit, even if the staff doesn't really care, she'd automatically request a retake again and again. This could be seen as a positive thing, wanting to be on her very best in every take. Yet even when the recording's done, even when the director's A-okay with all the work, that seed of doubt would never leave Tenchan's mind. She recounts stories of how back then, she'd be flooded by anxiety-driven thoughts. Like, was my performance really the correct way to do it? Was there a better way to act? And start breaking down crying on the way home after recording. She always looked at all the other voice actors around her, thinking they...
Dude, and I haven't even gotten to that point in the career. This is... Jeez.
understand their characters
I
on
can
a
only
much deeper
I can only
level than
imagine
I
how
do,
what kind of
feeling
stress she was
vastly
under.
inferior. I don't think that's healthy. On the other hand, whenever she
Probably
had
not.
to perform live on stage, she'd suffer from extreme anxiety, to the point where staff would simply comfort her with 3 conditions. As long as you don't throw up, don't turn back, and don't fall down, it's okay, you'll be fine. These kinds of conditions and mindset lasted for years past her debut, and clearly it's not very good for her. It was only after many times of directly communicating her feelings of inferiority to her coworkers and seniors, of them telling her that her performance was great, that this is Tenchan's style of acting, of fans saying they were glad Tenchan, and Tenchan specifically, voiced certain roles that she started to believe in herself just a bit. Tenchan does openly talk about these issues regarding...
You know what though? This does actually, in a weird way, does relieve some stress to me, because it seems like no matter how high up you are in the chain, you can genuinely feel a lot of that what you would call imposter syndrome, you know?
regarding her negativity and horrendous mental state in school. And it does seem like recently, on the outside, there's been less and less of this kind of negative talk from her. Of course, we'll never completely know what's going on in the industry in her own mind, but I sincerely hope that she holds some confidence to her name. She is the Amamiya Sora. She has many fans and I am one of them. So you might think, why is such a both capable talent and anxiety-driven mess called a useless goddess? The goddess part we get, but useless? Isn't that flat out wrong? Well, you know how the class clown is always actually the most depressed one? Yeah, she's not useless at her career, but Tenchan here has some similarities to a certain useless goddess she voices. Oh, let's blast through a few useless goddess stories. You know Aqua's
I'm excited for this.
intelligence level? Alright, so
Yeah.
putting failing exams in school
No.
aside, we have gluing her
Okay.
socks so they don't go loose and fall down. Using lip balm as moisturizer
Huh?
all over her face. Yes, she slathered
Why?
lip balm all over her face.
Did it work?
Accidentally using face wash as toothpaste. Accidentally using
How do you do that?
toothpaste as lipstick, wearing shoes from 2 different pairs for official recording sessions. Oh, and she forgets her wallet at home, like a lot apparently, and just goes to restaurants and realizes afterwards, to the point where she's used to it. When she invites her co-workers or friends to restaurants, then she'll remember to bring her wallet, only to realize she has 2 entire dollars inside. Then we have the classic screaming. She hates insects.
I love it.
So you show her even a tiny spider?
I don't like spiders either.
You bring her on
I'm
a
not a big
roller
fan. I hate
coaster.
spiders. No, insects
about a
in
haunted
general
house?
are okay. It
In
does
this
feel like
recording
actual
for
aqua though.
Miyaruko-chan, she literally yeeted herself out of the haunted house and rammed straight into the cameraman. This is just a Konosuba skit. But how about some alcohol? Tenchan, like Aqua, is somewhat of an alcoholic herself.
Wow.
Multiple other seiyuu have seen her shit-faced drunk. She goes drinking alone a bunch since it's her stress relief, and she literally
beef
says
her?
that it's hard for her to get close to someone if they can't go drinking together. Bro, I think this is worse than Aqua. Oh.
Bro, get to a girl like Aqua, bro. They exist out there. Let's go.
We also
Please
have
hit me
Aqua's
up.
personality down. You know how Aqua always thinks she's beautiful? Well, Tenjan's self-esteem might have been shattered, but certainly not her opinions on her looks. After her high school graduation, she thought that all the people who might have had a hard time talking to her would come rushing to confess their love to her at their last chance. So she spent a bunch of time just walking around the school, waiting for someone to confess to her. No one did. And finally, according to Trisale, she likes bullying her
Yeah, but that level of confidence is kind of hot, though.
close friends a lot.
Say.
They would know because they're her close friends.
Very
After
attractive.
making this video, I'm really starting to see how this girl failure takes after Aqua. It's funny because so many other voice actors have also said they had this impression of her being a cool beauty, only
Nobody
to
showed up.
realize she was the absolute opposite of cool when meeting her. Is this what we call Gab Moe? I guess one other thing that would also portray her as a mess, literally, is there was a period of time where apparently her entire house was an actual dumpster. Like, zero space on the floor. The wardrobe is slanted by
What the
30
hell?
degrees. Dumpster. And she literally only found the rotting pear under her bed that's been there for God knows how long.
Can I be completely honest with you? This is one thing that I gotta readmit. This could definitely be a turnoff for me. I really thought I would be a lot, like, more desperate in life than I am. I've genuinely walked out of girls' houses when I've seen, like, roaches, like, coming out of trash piles, and I was just like, no. There's no way. There's no way.
Because of the horrendous smell. It is
give me a
possible
sec.
that this was when she was super depressed and anxiety-ridden. Well, that's just a theory. One last small thing I want to mention is Tenchan's absolute obsession with the color blue. It's not just that her favorite color is blue, it's everything has to be blue. Her music? Blue. Her videos?
Alright, someone trying to hand me something. Give me a sec. One sec, everyone. Oh, sorry. Somebody was handing me something.
Blue. Her outfit's blue. No, seriously, I swear she's in blue half the time. She claims it's because the color
there's a
reminds
lot
her
of
of a strong will and helps her calm down, which is admittedly very cute and suits Aqua's color.
I'm gonna be completely honest. For the longest time, I always assumed it was because of Aqua that she, like, wore blue a lot. I just sort of assumed it was like, you know, it's her biggest role. She's most known for it, so she kind of, like, really got into it, you know? That's kind of what I assumed.
Yet, when you look back at her entire journey, perhaps it's possible that she never needed that calming down. Despite that self-deprecation that's lasted for so long, it was really all in her head. There basically hasn't been a single step on the journey where she hasn't succeeded immediately with no drawbacks. Her audition? First try. Big roles. Came immediately. Music career? Popped off instantly, and that momentum has lasted over a decade, leaving her as one of the most successful voice actors to date. So is she a useless goddess? Maybe in some ways, but certainly not the professional way. Back then, Tenchan said that she wanted to reach the peak of her happiness when she hit 30. Well, it's time. She's 31 now. As a fan, I hope she's enjoying the peak of her happiness, because if there was just one thing I could directly tell her myself, it'd be,
Cause you know what I'm here for. To worship you. Love yourself. I mean that with 100%, with 1000%.
If I could say one thing to her, it'd probably be I'd propose. I'd probably propose. Yeah, I think that would be what it'd be. Unless she's married, in which case I'm sorry. I mean, I'd still probably try to propose, but I would apologize to her husband. Freaking phenomenal video. Sorry, let me go back.
today,
Phenomenal video. Absolutely love it. Another great video by Red Joker. This is why I love the voice acting world and the voice acting career. It's full of such amazing people. It's so freaking, like, cool. Like, I just love all of this, dude. Ugh, even though for me it wasn't really anime when I was a child, you know, for me, It was all the greats, like, you know, we all know freaking John DiMaggio, who plays like Bender, the freaking most like scraggly voice ever. Sorry that I'm blanking on his name. But was it I forgot. I'm blanking on his name, but like Master Shake, Beat Wad, you know, Aqua Teen Hunger Force. So many amazing voice actors. We got Nolan North, of course. We got Tara Strong, who did Timmy Turner. We did so many, like Ash Ketchum, who was done by what's her name? Who did Bart Simpson as well? Blanking out on so many names right now, but I freaking, I don't know. Voice acting has always been such a freaking amazing thing. I love the idea of like assuming the role of a character. You know, it's kind of like the ultimate version of like playing dress up. I love it. It's so great. It's so much fun, and I enjoy every moment of it. All right. Let's move on. Thanks for hanging out. Like or dislike, comment, and subscribe, and become a Monodachi today! I live stream all day, Monday through Friday, so go say hi! That's all for now, Monos. Goodbye, and thanks for swinging by. Salut!